Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at using first class functions and dictionaries. We're also going to throw in the command pattern, but that's a little bit higher level of a concept that we're not going to go too heavily into. This is part 3 of our series here. I did a little bit of coding up to this point, building up this character class that we have on the left here. If you want, you can go watch those previous videos. Otherwise, if you're comfortable with what you see here on the screen, I'll scroll to the bottom so you get a good sense of everything that we've worked on so far. Yeah, if you're comfortable with this and you're focused on learning about dictionaries and first class functions, we're going to jump right into that. So first thing I'm going to do is collapse this code so that we clean up our screen a little bit, make it a little bit easier to read. And I want that open. So let's update our perform action. So rather than using A and D here, we can actually instead use a dictionary. And this opens up the possibility of using the command pattern. Attack. And D will be defend. You'll notice here we're actually putting in the name of these methods here. So we're going to use first class functions here. So this allows us to call the method right here. We're putting in these method names. And this logic, the if, elif logic, is very rigid. So we are actually decoupling from this rigid structure here. What I would like to do here is we're going to use a try and except. So if the user doesn't put an A or a D, we're going to flag a key error, which is the error that says that our dictionary key doesn't exist. So let's do a try action method here equals action gain action. So here we're reading, I'll do an except down here, key error. So that's our key error to check if the game action that's coming in here. So down here in our main function, if you might recall, the user types in a letter A or D, it should be, and that parameter gets sent into game action. Game action should be the letter A or the letter D to properly work with our dictionary. And if it isn't an A or a D, we get a key error. So that's catching our exception here. And then we raise our exception like we showed in the previous video to run this print statement down here. I am missing one bit of code here. So that's a nice use of a dictionary here. But now let's use our first class function. So I want to run these functions if the user types the letter A or the letter D. So we're going to use the action method here, which collects this information. It's going to collect the attack or the defend information, right? When we run our dictionary here, we're going to get back this value, or we're going to get back this value inside of action method. So now we have almost everything needed to run it as a function, except you'll see here it's giving us a hint. Pycharm's telling us this statement seems to have no effect. That's because we're missing the parentheses here. The parentheses are what should give us, oh, my bad. I misspelled my dictionary. Statement seems to have no effect, and then we add the parentheses. Now this code should run this method here. And that's all that's needed. That's all you need to do a first class function. So let's run our code, try it out. And our code should run the exact same way. We haven't really changed much. A, D, we'll do F, invalid action. So that was an easy way to convert away from the rigid if-else structure into a more flexible, decoupled pattern, and also a way to use first-class functions to call these functions, to transfer this information around as a function, right? Our variable is storing our function name. And of course, we use the dictionary to fill that command pattern. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.